Yo, 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 how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We're on the home studio today. We're not at the Coffee Bean. We're staying indoors. Beautiful day out here in Hollywood, California, though. Interesting podcast today. I want to watch some of my favorite food delivery YouTubers. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm Yogi Steve. You're watching ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy. You know, I make videos about high-powered scooters. Voromotors Podcast 122, sponsored by Voromotors. I always like to let you know at the beginning that just means I get paid a little bit of money for doing these twice a week. Basically, I just promote the company a little bit, tell you about the scooters that Voromotors has in stock right now, what's coming out in the future. What's up, Dennis? And then we just bullshit for an hour. But today, since we're on the home system, I mean, honestly, what happened is I accidentally re-upped my Streamlabs, which is like $50 a month. I don't really get paid enough to drop an extra $50 on this, but I guess they put me on these fucking companies put you on these subscription services. So I got this. I accidentally subbed to Streamlabs again for a month. We have like another week of it left. I wanted to make sure that we used it. Good to see you guys filing in here on a weekend. What's up, Randall? How you doing? Carrie Apollos. Who is that? That's a brand new person. I love seeing new people. That means they put us in the algorithm a little bit. My little dog over here is bothering me like crazy. So I actually want to Cozy Drone from Fort Myers. How you doing? Speedlight Photography. How are you? A lot of new silent but electric. What's up, Michael Young? Good to see you, buddy. How's the sound? So I need to, first of all, I need to get my dog the hell away from my coffee. Stop it. You can't drink this coffee. It's for me. And all right, you want to come on my lap? Come on. I actually need to make my, I have my afternoon drink that I need to make. Video is crispy, looking good, Yogi Steve. I appreciate it. Mysterio James, how you doing? Says, let's fucking go. I'll catch the replay. He's on the road. That's good. Sound is good. Thank you, Don Scott. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I need to go and make my drink. It'll take like 2 seconds, and then we'll talk. I'll tell you what's going on at Voromotors, and I'll answer questions. We'll talk with bullshit. Speedlight Photography says, I have my scooter in the shop to have a matching voltage horn put on it and a new shock, especially for my second battery, which is kind of heavy. Yeah, that's the thing about batteries, right? They make up like the bulk of the cost and the weight of the scooter. It's very interesting. But I want to make my afternoon drink. It's 1:44. I've already been up like all day. I had a morning client. I worked. I hiked. Not really working out that much. My shoulder is still not really in the best of condition to exercise. I look pretty good here, though. But I hope everybody's doing good. Saturday afternoon. Beautiful day. Normally we're at the Coffee Bean. But again, I want to use my Streamlabs sub and watch some videos. I want to watch Wilser. I want to watch London Eats. I want to watch Nugs. I also watch a couple of other smaller DoorDash drivers that a lot of people don't watch. Oh, thank you very much, Michael, for the $5 donation. I appreciate that very much. Goes a long way. Retro Shaver Dude, old school. Good to see you. I appreciate how you never miss a stream. But I want to go and just very quickly, you might hear it in the background. You might hear my blender running. I want to make my drink. I want to drink this. And Dennis says he's drinking hot chocolate and coffee myself. That sounds like a nice combo. But guys, talk amongst yourself. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Alrighty, team. Glad to see nobody left. This is my my morning, not my morning, really, my daily ritual. I've really been, as I get older, I'm really just trying to eat better and better. I have a lifetime habit of kind of eating a lot of shit. Like I like junk food. I like fast food. You guys see me doing deliveries often on the road. I'll be eating fast food. But I'm trying to eat better. Hey, what's up, Gustavo? What's up, What Traffic? You coming out to the group ride tomorrow? By the way, don't forget, group ride tomorrow, guys. We have a lot of people confirmed for it. JPL Rides is bringing out his group. It's going to be a great group ride. So I drink this because I don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. What this has in it is baby spinach, flaxseed, one orange, one apple, and a half a cucumber. So, I eat it for the vitamins and minerals. Also, when you drink one of these, man, your poop comes out like a rocket. Like I haven't been constipated ever since I've been, not that I get constipated, that's TMI, but a phenomenal drink if you want to get enough fiber. Also 30 grams of protein through whey protein, which I was never a big fan of. Like I never really recommended smoothies or blendeds or anything for years to my clients because they're all trying to like lose weight. I'm not really trying to lose weight. I'm trying to maintain. But I always felt like juicing is bad for weight loss for sure. But this is a blend. It's not a juice. So it's pretty healthy. It's just like eating the actual fruits and vegetables. And I've also got my coffee out here too. Yeah, tomorrow, baby. Group ride tomorrow. That's right. It helps the toilet run. You know that, What Traffic. You got it exactly right. But I want to, let me load up my iPad because we're going to switch to the mode where I won't be able to see your comments as well. But let's go over first very quickly what's going on at Voromotors. Let me thank Melvin, the owner of Voromotors. First of all, wish him well with his recovery. He just had ACL surgery a couple weeks ago. And I'm really thankful that he helps support my channel. The money that he pays me for this goes a long way. I realize that the podcast only has like a certain element of success. We always get like the same amount of views between 300 and 500. But I'm really appreciative of everything that Voromotors has done for me. Thank you, Melvin. Probably the biggest news with Voromotors right now, other than the Huga Daytona. The Huga Daytona is on the market right now. You'll see mine pretty soon. I'll be out there on that pretty soon doing deliveries. But the Roadrunner Pro 2, it's coming out. You can pre-order them now. They're not going to be delivered till the end of March or early April is my understanding. But I can't wait to get that. The Roadrunner Pro 2 is going to be 72 volts. So it's an upgrade from the 60 volt first model, which is already extremely fast. I mean, I like my first original Roadrunner. I liked it a lot. That sucker went at least 50 miles per hour, had unbelievable acceleration. It is really just an amazing vehicle. So the Roadrunner Pro 2, it's going to have some upgrades. First of all, it's going to have a 72 volt battery instead of 60. So that means it's going to have a higher top speed. I think they're advertising it above 55. And it's going to have more acceleration, which I don't know how it's going to have more acceleration. It was already like super incredibly fast. But I'm really looking forward to when that comes out because when that comes out, I'll probably be working almost exclusively on that for a period of time. I realize I haven't been putting out that much long form content recently, but right now when I'm mostly driving, speaking of the vehicles from Voromotors, if you're looking for a sub $2,000 stand-up scooter, my favorite scooter is the eMove Cruiser V2. I say this every single time, but I highly recommend you spend the money and get the all-wheel drive version, the dual motor version. I think it's much superior to the single motor version, better acceleration, better climbing ability, higher top speed for sure. It goes over 40. I mean, I was shocked when I got in this vehicle. I went over 40. I've been driving eMove Cruisers for years, never got it above like 35, I think, or low 30s. Goes at 40 miles per hour legitimately. Phenomenal fucking scooter. The build quality of it is getting better and better in every iteration. This is the V2 with the improved frame. But if you're going to get the Cruiser V2, I highly recommend you get the all-wheel drive version, the front and rear motor. I'm not really a huge fan of single motor scooters in general. Let me make sure the picture in here, everything is good. But Voromotors says the absolute best place to buy an electric bike or an electric scooter. I want to hear what the sounds are. But Voromotors says the best. All right, so the sound is very good. Don Scott says, I hear that Melvin is helping to bring 13-inch PMTs to the market. You cannot get 13-inch ones now. Very good. Carrie Apollo says, fiber drinks help the number 2. Yeah, for sure. But thank you again, Michael, for that donation. I appreciate it. Silent but electric, my friend Michael. But yeah, very, very excited about the Roadrunner Pro 2 coming out. That's going to be a very, very big deal. super fast, super fun, and the price point is crazy. I can't believe that they're selling there's two options in the battery, which is also something new. They have the 72 volt 40 amp hour version, and 40 amp hours is a wait, do I have that right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, so let me look at their site right here. Oh yeah, now they're saying estimated delivery is going to be April 2nd, so it's going to be a while. Oh yeah, so this is crazy. So the original Roadrunner Pro, if there was any problem, there are two problems with it. One, we had problems with the frame. That was no secret. Some of them were cracking. They made it an upgraded version, which improved that by like 90% with additional welds. But now the newest one coming out is a brand new frame, and hopefully it'll just be unbreakable. So that was one of the problems that we had with the Roadrunner Pro, the initial version. A lot of times these scooters come out and they make one and they make a second iteration. But also the battery size, it was like only like, I'm not even sure. It was like low 30 amp hour battery. Like I couldn't, if you wanted to drive fast on the original Roadrunner, you couldn't get more than 15 miles range. It was really crazy. But they did come out with an extender. If you wanted to spend an extra like $800, you get an extender, which I had on mine for a long time. So I could do at least 30-mile shifts, and that was great. But this Roadrunner Pro 2, they really made huge upgrades. And I can't believe that they're keeping the price point pretty low. So there's going to be a 40 amp hour version, which is already a 40 amp hour battery is huge. There's only one stand-up electric scooter on the market that has a stock 40 amp hour battery. That's the Tevron 7260. We're going to talk about all the Voromotors products in a minute. So the Pro 2, it's going to have an option. They're both going to be 72 volts, 40 amp hour, or 60 amp hour. This is almost unheard of. I have no idea how the company is keeping the price down on this scooter, because a 60 amp hour battery, this is practically unheard of. Really, the Tevron 7260 is the only stock vehicle I know of in that $4,000 price range that comes with a 60 amp hour battery. You can get bikes with bigger than 60 amp hour batteries, but not so much scooters. So the price difference is going to be, let me make sure I got this right. The 40 amp, first of all, it's going to come in red and black, which sounds really cool. I want a red one, to be honest with you. The price point on the 40 amp hour is $37.95. Call it $3,800. But the 60 amp hour is only $39.95. 50% more battery for 5% more cost. So I can't imagine anybody's going to buy the 40 amp hour version, where for $200 more, you can get the 60 amp hour version. You got to get the 60 amp hour version. You need that range. Period. You just need more range, right? You're going to want to have a lot of fun on this vehicle. 72 volt scooter is going to draw a lot of amp hours. The way I visualize like voltage and amp hours in my mind are voltage indicates top speed and acceleration. Amp hours indicates range. Now, I might not be totally correct on that. I might be like a little off on how that works, but I know those numbers kind of work together. But a 72 volts is going to draw a lot of power. So you're going to want a big battery. So I think that 60 amp hour version, that's going to be the big seller. I mean, I don't understand why the price point is so close. Give me a second. I got to get part 2 of this drink. Don't touch that dog. Keep an eye on the dog. Keep an eye on the dog for me. I swear, ever since I had my dogs, I had all my dogs' teeth taken out. Ever since I had Bishop's teeth taken out, he's been like extra hungry. Like right now, he's just begging for food. I feed him like 3 times a day. Hey, what's up, Trini G? Good to see you. I want to thank you again for sending me that $50 PayPal. That was a freaking unbelievable donation, Trini G, from the Caribbean. Thank you very much. What's up, Mr. Bent 1977? How are you? Speedlight Photography says, I'm currently at motocross at AT&T Stadium. Wow, these guys put 2 full-grown men on a single motor scooter every time they come in and out of here. Yeah, you got to be careful with those. Yeah, so I'll talk about the dog more later, but let's just make sure I promote the company and everything first. So Roadrunner Pro 2, I'm extremely excited about this vehicle coming out. It's going to be amazing. Make sure you join my Facebook groups. I have a bunch of them. My first academy was the eMove Roadrunner Academy. That's my biggest one. We got over 5,000 members. That's a really good group. And, you know, you guys have heard me say this before, but I think my groups are special because I create them. I'm like the leader, I guess, or the organizer, but I don't tell people what to say. And if you want to learn, and I don't really talk about my own vehicle that much. I mean, I make videos on my vehicles. That's how I communicate what I think about them. But if you want to know about the vehicles from the owners, that's the best people to talk to, right? People that have already bought the scooters, have gone through whatever they've gone through. So my academies are almost all the dialogue is from people who own the vehicles. So if you're looking to buy a Roadrunner, whether it be the V3, the smaller version, which is dual motor, you want to get even smaller version, they sort of have a commuter version, the SE, it's like under $1,000, or the Pro. You want to talk to people that have already bought the vehicle, and they'll tell you their honest opinion. Believe me, like they don't hold back. Like I don't filter. What are you doing, buddy? Want to come here? Come on, come here, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, you can't have, that's my drink. Come here, come on. You want to come sit on my lap? You can sit on my lap. Come on. So it's unfiltered where, like, if you've had a problem with your Roadrunner or in any of my academy groups, whatever they're for, I don't delete anything. I just make sure that people are polite, not cursing at each other, not picking on new people, not being excessively nasty. Obviously, people will have problems occasionally and they get frustrated. So my academies, though, are ran by the members. I'm just there as I'm like an overseer, make sure that everybody's behaving well. But if you're looking at a Roadrunner, you got to join the eMove Roadrunner Academy. I also have an InMotion Academy, InMotion RS and Jet Academy. You guys know my RS is at this point still my favorite stand-up scooter. And I don't own a Jet, but I had one for a couple weeks. I made about 10 videos on it. It's a very, very fun, smaller version. I think InMotion makes a really, really good build quality scooter. That's the thing about InMotion. It used to be for years that Dualtron, I would say, was the #1 build quality brand. Not necessarily the #1 scooter, because the brand always had issues, but build quality, I always thought it was the best. Now I think that InMotion, they're a really good company. They're very receptive. Where Voromotors seems to be able to get parts and everything very easily for them. Get my headphones out here so we want to watch videos I can hear. Randall says, I use a first-gen eMove Cruiser as my winter scooter. It's modified with a second motor. Wow. But I can only squeeze a 38 amp hour battery into it with the extra controller. That's pretty sick. I mean, stock, I think the eMove Cruiser comes with a 52 volt, 30 amp hour battery, right? Which is that's a lot of amp hours for only 52 volts. You can get really good range on that. I was getting like almost 40-mile shifts on my Cruiser V2. And it's crazy how with all these scooters that I have, it's still my favorite scooter to drive for deliveries because it's lighter. I like my RS. It's my favorite big scooter, but I like the smaller scooters for deliveries. It's easier to negotiate in and out of parking lots, in and out of apartment buildings and stuff like that. Easier to tie up, all that stuff. So I love my Cruiser V2. Absolutely. I also have I do have an eMove Cruiser V2 Academy. That's a smaller group. I have an InMotion RS and Jet Academy. That's got a couple thousand members in it. But yeah, check out my academies. Make sure you subscribe to those. And it's just a really great way to decide if you're going to buy one of these vehicles. You can get information from the current owners. And plus, if you have a problem with yours, you can post it on there and people will kind of guide you through fixing it yourself. I'm very lucky where Melvin, the owner of the company, often participates in these groups. I mean, he doesn't have to. To be clear, I don't get paid anything from the academy groups. I only get paid for these podcasts. And if you use my links and my codes, I get paid. But yeah, join my groups, Other stuff at Voromotors. Obviously, they have the InMotion line. They have the Tevron line. If you want the scooter with the biggest stock battery, the 7260, it's a scooter I dislocated my shoulder on, but it's still a very good scooter. There's nothing wrong with it. I dislocated my shoulder because I had a freak accident. And don't forget the Huga Daytona. If you want kind of like an exotic scooter, It's really built differently than any other scooter. A big, fast 72 volt, 40 amp hour scooter at $4,000. Really an amazing deal. Don Scott says, InMotion just released the fastest ever EUC, the P6. All reviews so far have had nothing but good things to say about it. Yeah, I don't know anything about electric unicycles. I do know that before they were putting out stand-up scooters, that was what they were known for. InMotion was like known as an EUC, electric unicycle provider. The funny thing is years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, they sent me a beginner EUC. I spent about 5 minutes. Hey, what's up, Mr. Dan? Mr. Dejan. I recognize you. Says my wife Ivana and I are watching you. Hey, I appreciate it. How you doing, Ivana? Thank you very much for watching the stream. I appreciate all my viewers. Beautiful Saturday afternoon for it. And also, very quickly, if you're looking for an electric dirt bike, I guess that's what they're officially calling these bikes now. They're calling them dirt bikes. They've gone by different names, e-motos, just electric bikes. I guess we're calling them what they really are, electric dirt bikes. I personally ride. I have it like right here. Can you see it? Yeah, that's my, well, first that's my shitty apartment, but that's my Roar Mantis X. Really my favorite, absolute favorite vehicle to ride. I use the word favorite a lot, but I really, I always wanted like something, I always wanted something like similar to a Suron. I always wanted an electric dirt bike. So probably about 6 months ago, Voromotors lent me this Roar, but they haven't taken it back yet. I mean, I figure at this point they've given it to me. But it's just as fun as they look. These electric dirt bikes are fucking amazing. They're also causing the reason why there's all these lots of different states, particularly New Jersey and some other states, are enforcing some really strict electric bike laws. They're not because of 20, 25 mile per hour, 500, 750 watt pedal electric bikes. People don't have any trouble with those. But these e-motos, these electric dirt bikes, the problem is the younger generation's really attracted to them. And these things go 40, 50, 60 miles per hour plus. And these kids kind of ride around and they don't ride safely. They ride like jerks, doing wheelies on the street, doing burnouts, weaving in and out of traffic. I mean, the second I got my Roar, I went on the road. I met up with a couple of kids, like just by accident, they were like, hey, what do you got there? They were on like a Talaria and an E-Ride Pro, I think, or a Suron. But watching them ride, they were total assholes. So it's these young kids on these bikes that are causing different states to get more strict about e-bike laws. We've always had e-bike laws on the books, like federal e-bike laws, but they're basically just not enforced. But now we're getting more serious about it. The interesting thing is they're saying they're making these laws because of the increase in accidents and increase in problems with these vehicles. But I really just think that the increase in accidents is just in proportion to the increase in use. 10 years ago, before electric dirt bikes, let's say 7 to 10 years ago, there were just these like pedal electric bikes. And really the market for that, strangely enough, was older people, or people who wanted to ride a bike but physically weren't as able to. The government had no trouble with that because that's like older people riding safely, riding nicely, I'll call it. Government had no problem with that at all. We've always had these rules on the books, which most of these companies are following with these pedal electric bikes, these sub 750 watt hour bikes. But these dirt bikes, man, these electric dirt bikes, they're fast, they're driven by youth culture. And that's what's causing different states to enforce laws more strictly. You guys remember a couple months ago, a group got kind of like pulled over. A group of guys on electric dirt bikes got pulled over in Santa Monica by the police. A lot of guys got their vehicles impounded. And that was like some huge story. But you haven't seen anything about that since. I don't think that California police have the manpower or the desire to go after people on these bikes. So we still get away with it pretty good here. You got to be careful in certain areas. If you're going to ride in like Brentwood or Beverly Hills or nice areas, you got to be more careful. Then it says because a lot of kids are getting hurt and hurting other people, causing accidents. I believe that. Then it says the EUC is dangerous even for scooter riders. 604 Razor says, I like your parts counter. What maintenance do you do on your own and how often? And do you have any maintenance that you get a mechanic to do? Yeah. What I can do on my own 604 Razor is I can do most tire changes on my own. I can do brake pads on my own. I can bleed brakes. I can do light framework. But anytime there's anything going on with the vehicles that's electric, I have no idea how to work on that. So I have like multiple friends. Like you guys know, I have my friend Ryan. I haven't seen him that much at all for a long time. He actually kind of went into doing a full-time union job. He's a union electrician or a union carpenter or something like that. I think a union electrician. But he was doing full-time scooter repairs for a while. But it's a tough business. People are screwing you on picking up their vehicles and paying you. So my buddy Ryan, I'm still friends with, but I also have my friend Brian, one of the original OG YouTubers that made like the first videos about these big scooters. He helps me. I'm just friends with a lot of mechanics because anything electric, like I can't fix that shit myself. If you're also looking for electric dirt bikes, Voromotors also carries the Altis line, which is a super, super high-end line. They have the Altis Sigma and the brand new Altis Delta. I haven't looked at the Delta that much, and the Delta is the newer version. The Sigma is like almost $6,000 version. They came out with the less expensive version, $3,599, $3,600. And this Altis line seems to be super high quality, 50 miles per hour top speed, weighs 163 pounds, 300-pound weight capacity. Says it charges in 3.5 hours. I mean, that's pretty quick. What's up, Kyla Lutz? Kyla, how you doing? Another old school follower asking me if I prefer scooters or e-bikes. For fun, I prefer the dirt bikes, e-dirt bikes. But for deliveries, I kind of prefer the stand-up scooters. I really like my method of putting my delivery box on the deck of the scooter. It really works great for me. And I like stand-up scooters for deliveries. And if I'm doing like something local, I have like a little in-motion climber. If I'm going like down the street or something, I'll use my in-motion climber, my stand-up scooter. But they both have pluses and minuses. I don't really have like a straight favorite. You know, like for fun, again, like I like my dirt bike. The mustache and the shakes don't go too well. But as far as electric dirt bikes, also they carry they're carrying the E-Ride Pro line, which I don't know much about. They have the SS19, the SR, and the brand new SS 3.0. That's the new one. That's $5,000. These bikes are not cheap. These are all available. They're all in stock. But if you're looking for an electric scooter or an electric bike, you got to buy from Voromotors. Their reputation just gets better and better every single year. Their customer service gets better and better every single year. What Traffic says, I've seen that video. The bikes were impounded because they pulled into the car charging station. At least that's the excuse police gave the parents. I mean, it might be, yeah. Yeah, I do remember they were nailed at that charging station. I do remember that. But we do our group rides around here and nobody bothers us. I mean, we get away with it pretty good. We go all the way from Hollywood Boulevard to Griffith Observatory and back, which is really, I guess, just pure Hollywood. And we just get away with it. But also for electric dirt bikes, you know, I love the Roar line. The Roar carries, let's see, they have the Mantis X, the Mantis X Pro, and the RR17, which is the mini. So if you weigh like under, well, really, it's good for a they changed the weight capacity. That's interesting. So if you really want an inexpensive electric dirt bike, the Roar Mantis Mini R, you can be, I remember reading this. I thought it had 150-pound weight capacity. They changed it. Am I reading this right? Now the weight capacity is 250, so it's for adults. So you can get a sub $3,000 electric dirt bike from Voromotors. Oh no, I see it. The Mini R17, is that the one that's got the lighter capacity? No, they both have good capacity. But anyhow, Voromotors for electric bikes and electric scooters. Make sure I'm not missing any questions here. I think we're good. All right, so I do want to load up, and you'll have to bear with me. I always have trouble with this Streamlabs program. I want to load up some videos. First, I want to watch some stuff from Wilser. I want to watch some of Wilser's videos. He went to Southeast Asia. He went to Thailand, and he spent most of his trip riding electric scooters. Not electric scooters, I'm sorry. He rides gas-powered scooters, of course. But he's got some really cool content out of Thailand. He had an amazing trip out of Thailand. I got all the details from him. All right, let me see here. I really want to watch some of this with you guys. I want to watch my favorite DoorDash YouTubers today. These were not even going to be these first videos from him are not even going to be delivery videos, but let's watch some of his footage from Thailand. I rented a scooter in Bangkok and just took off. This looks cool. Hang on a second here. Let me make sure I do this right. A lot of times I start doing this and I realize I'm not sharing the screen. So let me make sure I share the screen with you guys. Is this the one that we're doing? No, this is the one we're doing. All right, this is good. Okay. And then screen share screen. Here we go. Boom. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Let me plug in my headphones so I can hear it. You guys know I'm personal friends with Wilser. He's a local guy. I started my channel because of Wilser. I saw his channel and I was like, holy shit, dude, how do you make these videos? I want to do that myself. So this looks good. Okay, this looks perfect. Perfect. All right, perfect. Let me plug this in. We're going to listen to Wilser in Thailand for a little bit. Then we're going to look at all my favorite YouTubers. What's up, Electric Adventure Channel? How you doing, Chris? It's good to see you, buddy. Make sure you guys check out Electric Adventure Channel. He's got a good channel as well. He's made a lot of moves in the electric bike business. Makes great videos. He's got great thumbnails. Your thumbnails have been amazing, dude. It's good to see you, buddy. Oh, you're hitting the Northern Lights number 5. I know what that means. NL5. Yeah. I haven't been smoking on stream that much. Maybe at the end of the stream we'll bust it out. The truth is before this and after this, I'll be playing online poker. And I can smoke and play online poker, but I kind of try not to. I don't think it's like the greatest thing in the world. I try to be really clear-headed. I like to just drink coffee when I play poker. And after we do the stream, I'm actually going to be doing it all day. So yeah, I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you very much. Don Scott says, I haven't mastered putting the food box on the deck yet. I don't feel as safe riding with my feet side by side. Yeah, I get used to it. All right, let's watch this.
Sure what I'm going to do. I just checked out on my hotel. They want to go check the room and make sure I can get my deposit back. I guess people left that room messed up. That's what it reveals. Every time someone's, a little extra strict about something, or it's because something
Look at all those
wrong.
Look at all those mopeds on the road. Look at that. That is crazy. It's interesting how in America, I don't know if you know this, but if you look at a big gas-powered scooter manufacturer like Honda, in America, they only offer a couple of different versions. We're like snobs here or something like that. We're such a car culture. It's almost like we look down on these gas-powered vehicles. But in every other country, wherever you go, the roads are filled with these gas-powered vehicles. And Honda, these big dealers, they offer a ton more variety. There are scooters you can get in Thailand that you can't get here. It's actually insane. I don't totally understand why the gas-powered scooter industry is so much smaller in the United States as opposed to other places. But look at that.
But I don't know what I'm going to do. I could either go home. I could go to another country. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go somewhere. I'll probably go to this Nana Plaza, Nana Square. They got a Starbucks, so they probably got Wi-Fi. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm kind of down for whatever at this point. So let me go. I do want to get a Bluetooth, some Bluetooth headphones. Because I got some wired ones.
Probably a driver right there. Grab. That sounds like a delivery company. Grab, like grab it and go or something.
Don't use these. Really don't use it. Yeah, look, this is perfect. My boy got his laptop out. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't really support Starbucks like that, but I don't know where else I could show. So I'll keep you guys posted. Look, I could buy souvenirs here too.
Look how modern everything.
Check out those wires, man. That shit looks insane.
I was just about to say, look how modern Thailand is. You can often think of it as a third world country, but then look at that. Look how the electricity is running there. How is that not dangerous? Oh shit.
Who has the diagram for that?
Yeah.
Of what wire is what? Who keeps track of it? I don't think anyone keeps track of it.
So let's get to the point where he is on a scooter. Here he is. Well, you already got it. Put some gas in it, I guess.
All right, this Benz.
Big ass scooter. Wow. Look at that. I want to see a video. That's it. Here it is. Let's watch where he's renting.
And to put gas. Oh yeah, damn! This is an oversized ADV. This is sick. So I had to leave a 5,000 baht deposit, which roughly means 30 baht. How much deposit? Like 150. And the daily rental is only 30 bucks.
Wow,
So
$30 a
1,000
day to
baht.
rent a scooter. That is incredibly
So
cheap.
that's basically it's costing me $30 to rent this thing.
That's
And to
amazing.
put gas in it, obviously, it's probably gonna be like $10. So 40 bucks total. Now I'm
All those
free
scooters.
to move
Look at that.
around Bangkok anywhere.
I wonder
So
why
that I have an idea of where to go,
out here.
but oh man, oh the throttle is crazy. This thing takes off. This thing actually takes off more than the Forza. All right, well I got enough time to get to know this
Let's see
scooter.
where else he goes here. Exploring the city. I mean, this is just
And every single thing here.
This is a video of
lights
him just
up.
driving around on scooters. He's also put out
There's a
some pretty
walking
he's
street.
got some other videos we can check out here. I mean, they're all just videos. Oh, here we go. Phuket sounds cool. I want to see this. Let's watch this.
So I did get a couple videos of just riding, you know, just without pausing the video, without really talking, just recording the traffic because it's so interesting the way.
This is crazy. I mean, I didn't realize like how much time he spent on the scooters. Oh, let's see some food. He's got his drinks.
You know, aside from alcohol. And I started discovering all these different drinks. So every time I go to a restaurant, it was always like, let me get a beer. You know, let me get a mixed drink.
He's got his meta glasses on. He got a lot of footage. Are you playing on Global Poker? Global Poker left California, Chris. Don Scott says, I did the conversion and gas isn't much cheaper in Thailand than it is in Tennessee. For those wondering, they sell it by the liter. He's wearing his, he looks so funny. He's wearing his Facebook meta glasses. He likes it. He's got a lot of footage of that too. This guy, he's making a killing with his shorts. He gets amazing shorts with these glasses.
Let me get it's just always beer already. And now it's like drinking these stuff. It's better. I like
what Wilster's talking about, which I think is very interesting. He recently, I think like last year, quit drinking, which I think is just amazing to like give up drinking. I feel like you're saving your life. Like I'm not like, I guess I'm a teetotaler where I don't drink at all. I don't begrudge people for drinking. I recognize that people love alcohol, but he quit drinking because he realized it was affecting him, making him tired, making him cloudy. So it was an amazing thing that he quit drinking. And I'm really supportive of Wilser in his sobriety. And it's not like he went to meetings or anything. He just quit. Pretty incredible. So to hear he's talking about like different drinks and stuff that are non-alcoholic. I want to grab my shirt.
I'm just discovering all these drinks. Non-alcoholic. Let's try this one out. It just tastes like a michelada. So virgin, what is it? Virgin something. Here's the sobriety, baby. Look at that. I swear to God, if I was still drinking, I would not be able to do this because there's no way I would have finished No Rest November. There's no way I would.
He wants me to go on one of these trips with him.
Use that money wisely.
Friend, but most of these videos
that money
not with his friend. I wonder what his friend was doing the whole time.
Not even the end of the year. Bro, this is picture perfect. Look at this.
Wow. What is it?
With the site in the back, with the view. Jesus.
That's amazing, dude. What is he eating? What is that? That's
delicious, guys. And hella spicy. It's got like these little red chilies.
Oh, yeah, that Thai food.
These chilies are super hot, but super good.
Oh, that's crazy cool, man. Wilshire put out some amazing content. Make sure you subscribe to him. Big fan of Wilshire. I feel like I want to live my life like Wilshire. Like I don't get out enough. He does a lot of shit. All right, let's look at the biggest DoorDasher, the biggest food delivery YouTuber on the planet, London Eats. This guy is a nice guy. I don't remember his name, but he's come into my streams before and said hello. Very nice guy. 338,000 subscribers. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, he's made almost 500 videos. And if you look at his like popular videos, man, he is 2 million views, 1.5 million views, 1.1 million views. He's really, and even 5 months ago, he had a video that had 1 million views. A lot of times a channel does good for a while and then doesn't do well. Like my channel is an example of that. But his channel seems to be doing very strong. It's kind of like, I call it like a legacy channel. Let's look at his latest video. His videos are still getting 40,000 views, 80,000 views, 60,000, 250,000 3 weeks ago. Sunday night delivering in new areas of London.
Yes, what is up, you legends? Welcome back to another episode. I hope you're all doing well.
But yeah, this guy's a nice guy. He's a student, I think. He's not a full-time YouTuber, but very successful. He must make a shitload of money. Let's watch.
Oh, today is Sunday, and the time is 8:48. I'm online with Deliveroo, and I just got my first order of the evening, paying £3.42, picking up from Tower Mangal, which is just around the corner by Tower Bridge. And yeah, feels good to be back out delivering. Because, as everyone knows, if you live in England, it's been raining every single day. Every day that I want to get out and film a delivery shift, it's chucked it down. Or it's that really annoying, fine spitting rain. It is not raining right now, which is the main thing that I'm talking about here, because I'm out here delivering and it feels good to be back out delivering. Honestly, I feel like I've become a weather analyst. I've been watching all these graphs and charts and oh yeah, some days it's like, yep, no rain. And then I get ready, I come outside and then it chucks it down.
Every video I see out of the UK, out of London, is just like it's constantly raining there. I couldn't live there. I'd be depressed. I live in California because I like the good weather, you know?
But there isn't any rain for the rest of the evening. I am starting a little bit later than I usually would. I'm going to be staying.
On Scott says, I love watching ETA and the EUC. He hardly ever streams anymore. You know what? I haven't thought about him for a while. We're good friends. Like, we're like YouTube friends, I guess. We've talked a bunch. Let's check out his channel after this, though. I haven't seen him for a while.
Now, until past midnight tonight. So it's going to be a good shift. It's normally busy on Sundays. Sundays are quite good. All right, let's have a look and see what I'm picking up. I think it's turned into a double. Just paying £6.61 now. Hello.
Yeah, he hasn't streamed for 6 months. That's a tough fucking business.
1069. No worries. Where's the other pickup then? I'm confused. Unless the customers tipped £3. I was pretty certain that this was paying only £3.50. 1069. Yeah, legend. Thank you. Thank you, mate. All right, that was a pretty long wait. I think I'm going to avoid that place, but I understand it. They have to cook everything fresh. They haven't just got
London
lamb doner and lamb sheath just sitting there.
You know who else makes a really good video? You guys,
the doner, yeah, probably
the DoorDash YouTuber named Nugs. He's been around for a long time. I really like to watch some of his content. Let's look him up right now. He was a really good editor too. I was watching one of his most recent videos. Right here is $300 a day possible door dashing in 2026. I thought this was a really good video, actually. Let's watch this. Come on. What the fuck, man?
Finish line was. Is $300 a day still possible door dashing in 2026? If this video seems familiar, it's because I tried this a couple of months ago in 2025 and I failed. But
Don, ETA and the EUC is revamping a van to live in. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That's really interesting.
Since filming this video, DoorDash has completely changed the reward system to give better pay to better drivers, and I've moved hours away into a bigger city. But to hit $300 in one day door dashing this time, I will be changing up my strategy. See, in the last video I used Earn by Time, and this mode sends you no-tip garbage orders 90% of the time in exchange for higher base pay, but it's still not worth it. So in this video, I'm using Earn per Offer as a platinum tier driver, giving me access to the highest paying orders in my area. Let's see how this goes. Now, I know that breakfast shift is normally the slowest part of the day and will likely be my biggest bottleneck. So my best bet is to start my shift right by this McDonald's, and I'm going to be less selective than I would during dinner. Once I start this dash, any order paying more than $1 per mile, I'm going to accept. Because if I only wait for the really good orders right now, let's say $2 a mile, I might just be waiting forever. And then I would make nothing. But with that out of the way, I have a long shift ahead of me, so I'm going to hit dash now, and let's get started. Oh, I have to verify my...
It really is just some incredible editing that Nugs does in these videos. Like, I do all my editing on an iPad. I use iMovie, which doesn't really have any effects or anything, but these are really he's really talented editor.
Identity to continue dashing. And after verifying that I am in fact me, I got my first order from the McDonald's down the road for $3. It's all right if I can do it quickly, and it is $1 per mile. This one was ready as soon as I got in there, and so even though this only paid $3, it only took 8 minutes from start to finish.
Oh, this order's just going to Culver's.
Yeah, good day.
That was easy.
Next up, guys, $10 stack 5 miles. Little bit of dabbling and some shopping there, but rest assured I'm kind of the goat because I know this Kroger like the back of my non-existent foresight.
Sweet, thank you so much.
So I finished finished the shopping and checkout in 15 minutes and brought the items out to my car when something really weird happened.
Now, I just finished that shopping order. Unfortunately, they were out of the Butterfinger ice cream bars.
This random van pulled up next to my car and started complaining that he was overcharged for a paint job and asked me if I thought his paint job was worth it.
How much?
I made the mistake of giving this man, old people. I paid him $2,000.
Wow.
I didn't know anything about the cost of a wrap, so I just agreed with him.
It ain't bad, but not that much.
But after looking it up later, $2,000 is a good deal, so I don't know why he was mad. Let me know, would you guys pay $2,000 for this paint job?
Bro is an NPC.
Very interesting. Let's check out a little of ETA and the EUC. I haven't seen him for a while. He hasn't made a video in 6 months. But I think I'm curious about what his last video is like. ETA and the EUC. It's still in my search drive. You can see he's got 3,700 subs. A real small YouTuber, but a really cool guy. Plus, he's also doing it in New York, and I'm always curious about what the hell is going on in New York. So he hasn't posted a video in 6 months. Let's see if there's anything.
Yo, what up?
Let's see what's going on in the comments. Yeah, he hasn't had comments for a while, so yeah, I guess he's. Oh yeah, he's talking about his van in here. Let's watch a little of this.
Everybody, ETA on the EUC. It's been a minute, but yeah, I just kind of felt like recording. So let's go. It is Thursday, June 26th, 8:41 p.m. We out here in Manhattan. I am on the Veteran Sherman, the third iteration of the Veteran Sherman. Yep, so we're gonna start at 9 p.m. We're gonna go until 5 a.m. That's been my schedule lately.
It's amazing to see New York City. You guys know I'm from back east. I was born in Brooklyn, but I was really raised in the suburbs of New Jersey, so I don't really know the city that well. But it's amazing seeing the city at night like this.
I like to work when basically no one's out. At night, it's more chill, so I like that time to work. It's basically right after the sun goes down and then right before the sun comes up. So I'm basically at night the whole time.
Look at that. That's a great shot.
I've been around, still doing food delivery on the electric unicycles, trying to get into the whole software thing, blah, blah, blah. Basically, I have my portfolio done. I'm just doing some like responsive design on some stuff, and then we'll just take it from there. But I basically stopped doing videos. Oh, look at this. These guys, right? Like, why? Like, if you're coming the opposite way, you always get on the far end, like right here. You're not even supposed to be coming this way, but if you do that, you want to get over here because then you're just a jackass right down like the middle of the road, and that's not cool. Going the opposite way. But yeah, so basically the reason why I stopped videos for a while, A, I kind of want to take a break, but B, I'm just kind of like, I got a lot of things I want to do, and I'm not sure spending hours editing and all that stuff for practically free is something I want to do right now. So I'm just like, you know what, let me put it on hold for a little bit and then I'll come back at it. And lately, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening in my near future, and I kind of felt motivated to share that. So that's kind of why I'm recording again. I'm not saying I'm going to be consistent again, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. It just depends. Towards Lower Manhattan right now because like I said, I start at 9 p.m. Mostly going to be doing Uber.
I'm always amazed at these guys that can do deliveries on EUCs. I mean, just riding those things is incredible. There's one guy in the neighborhood that I see regularly on his EUC. I actually have my friend Sumako, who's like the boyfriend of my client Dulcinea, who rides an EUC. He applied for every company, Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats. Nobody's hiring around here. It's actually pretty fucking crazy. So if you actually have these jobs, we should all be grateful that we at least have him. But anyhow, guys, so all right, so how are we doing here on time? All right, so who else do I want to watch? Hey, what's up, Dashjiro, Dragon Maid Pro Gaming. I always think of it as Dashjiro. That's always the name that you go by. Who else do I want to see on DoorDash, like food delivery drivers? Chexologist, what's going on? Says, yep, props to delivery workers, especially on the EUC. It's good to see you, Chax. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Let's see, are there any other DoorDashers that I'd like to share? DoorDash has its own channel. I didn't even realize that. That's weird. DoorDash has a channel? That's crazy. Let's check that out. I didn't know that DoorDash actually had a channel. Here we go. Interesting. 87,000 subs. What is all this? What is this? They're like little commercials, I guess. It already looks fucking stupid.
Got something for you?
You shouldn't have.
You shouldn't have.
Fuck.
You shouldn't have gotten crafty.
Oh.
What is this commercial for? DoorDash gift certificates?
Oh.
You shouldn't have misunderstood the situation.
Fucking hysterical. What is this?
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
Randall says, I haven't had the guts to try riding an EUC. I prepared a few and thought about trying it, but at almost 50, I figure I don't need the risk of the injury. Randall, for some reason, I thought you were like a younger guy. Almost 50. Good for you. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. Who's RWA?
What style is this? No.
This is a good boy. Licking me. Baby, licking me.
Oh my God. It's a stupid fucking commercial. Freaking hysterical. Freaking hysterical. Let's turn this shit off and close this out. All right, we're done. All right, sorry about that, guys. I accidentally got disconnected, but we're back. We're back. All righty. Well, that was fun. Thanks for joining us for another podcast. Remember, Voromotors for electric scooters, electric bikes. Oh, sorry about that. Today is Saturday. I'm actually making up for a missed Thursday stream. So the next stream is supposed to be tomorrow, Sunday. Hopefully, I'll do it. Don't forget, group ride tomorrow. You can find the invites in the community section here on YouTube. You can also go to my Facebook pages. One is Yogi Steve Community. The other one is LAPEV, just the letters LA and then space PEV. That's primarily where I get most of my riders from. But next group ride is tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing my new friends, my old friends out there, and making some new friends. And that was fun. Pretty good Saturday stream. I appreciate your support, guys. Hey, Sasan World, how you doing? Crom, good to see you. I appreciate you. Oh, Ride with Anthony, RWA. I didn't even think of that's funny. I didn't even think about that. We should watch some Ride with Anthony. We'll do it next time. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate your support. Have a great weekend. See you next time.